If you think Tesla's Q3 deliveries were bad, think again.
Oh, but Pejjy, man, you had a delivery estimate of 482,000 and it didn't even beat estimate, man. Why? Like, it was bad, man. It was bad.
Well, first of all, this was the medium number from all the analysts. The average number was 462,000, so really they beat. And this was before they increased it, right? A couple days right before the delivery report, which that's what they always do. Originally, it was 460,000. So technically, they did beat it. Technically, in line of expectation, which is a sheesh moment because this never happens. Either a massive miss or a massive beat. It's really never in line, but for the first time ever, it's been pretty close this time, which I gotta give it to them. But it's not that bad because I had some time to think about this and reflect. And to be honest with you, yes, I did deliver estimated high delivery of 482,000. And I was pretty optimistic that this Q3 is gonna be a turnaround for it. And as well as the fact that I didn't really take Europe into consideration. I knew Europe was bad, but not as this bad. I mean, it's lagging pretty heavily and I'll consider it next time for Q4 for sure. However, though, I did think that this Q3 was the turnaround, and I still do think to a point that it is, because delivery numbers are on the rise now. I don't think there's going to be any massive dips unless there's some big swans event going down. And EPS, I think, is going to start to go up. I think it will. I believe it will continue to go up from here because Q4 is going to be a record. I think Q4 is going to be close to 500,000, if not 500,000. And since interest rates are coming down, I think things are going to look a whole lot better. But let's stop right there. Let's go back to Q3. Let's talk about some facts. I wrote it on X. If you guys aren't following my X, I don't know what you guys are doing, but I posted here on X saying, the fact is Tesla beat the original estimate. The fact is that this Q3 delivery report was a record. The fact is that they are still growing and selling cars at a time when the auto industry is suffering, which is suffering big time, and we'll get to that details in a bit. Lastly, energy, although lumpy, continues to grow year over year by a massive margin, like around 80% or so year over year, which is insane. It's not the time to be bearish on Tesla, and if you are, well, good luck. I mean, it is volatile. You could make money while swing trading, not giving any financial advice, but I'm just calling it as it is. So let's get into some interesting numbers. Shout out to John Ehrlichman putting this together. Tesla vehicle deliveries in the third quarter for every single third quarter since 2011. It's the record. It's a record. This Q3 2024 is a record. This looks similar to Q3 of 2028 and 2029 where it didn't move that much, or even 2016 to 2017 it didn't move that much. But we all saw what happened afterwards when the next growth phase is going to come for Tesla, and when interest rates do go down, and when people are back out and spending and leasing and financing vehicles, even though that's not the big part of Tesla right now. We got the full self-driving, all that kind of stuff. And speaking about full self-driving, I want you guys to think about these deliveries in a different way. Tesla delivered 462 or 463,000 vehicles in Q3 2024. Think about the full self-driving subscription of $99 a month. How many of those are going to opt in? Right? That's what I want you guys to keep in mind. That's where this business is heading. Just think about that. 462,000 vehicles. Yeah, you got services and stuff, great, but you got software, autopilot, and FSD. Mainly the FSD, which is now $100 a month, and Tesla's pushing for it. And with new updates coming, this is gonna be the bread and butter of Tesla in the future. That's all I'm saying. But this is the record of Q3 2024. And shout out to James Stevenson here. Love that guy. He made a nice chart illustrating how this is. You can see 2023, 2024. It's a little bit damping. It is like curving to the right, not going straight up like it was in the past couple years. But we see this story many times. 2015, 2016. Then you got 2018, 2019. And we're now seeing it again for 2023 and 2024. Every single year or quarter of anything that you guys see here with deliveries is a record. Now imagine what's going to happen in 2027 of Q3 or 2028 of Q3. Will we not reach 1 million? I don't know. Comment down below. Don't you think we'll eventually hit 1 million? It's insane. And here's the exponential growth in another chart. Shout out to James Stevenson again. Look at that. Look at that. 6.9 million vehicles Tesla has produced. So almost 7 million robots on wheels. Just imagine the full self-driving overnight when that thing comes. That's flippin' insane. And for those who are like, crying in the corner saying that, oh man, we need deliveries to be a whole lot more. Let's look at the competition, guys. Because again, the auto industry is suffering. They are suffering. Take a look at this. Shout out to Tesla Economics. Tesla delivered 463,000 vehicles in Q3 2024, while the competition delivered as follows. GM, 32,000. Ford of 23,500. And Rivian. Rivian is a pure electric car company, right? 15,500. But the competition is coming.
Oh, but Pejjy, man, you have to go look towards BYD. You can't look at these guys. You have to look at BYD.
Okay, fine. Let's look at BYD, because if it's not Tesla, it's BYD, right? Oh, look. Oh, what's this? Tesla's still beating it? Wow. BYD sold 444,000 EVs while Tesla sold 463,000. That's insane. And BYDs, they are 60% cheaper than Tesla. I mean, if they're selling each vehicle, not even, I think more like 70% cheaper than Tesla. Like each Tesla vehicle is what, $30,000, $40,000? You can get a BYD for $10,000. And the fact that Tesla is still beating BYD is absolutely mind-boggling. Wow. So yeah, so there you go. Second BYD, Tesla is still beating BYD. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. But moving on to the other part, energy. Guys, take a look. Energy came lower than expected, in my opinion. I thought it was going to be a full 10 gigawatts per hour. I know it's lumpy, but I'm an optimistic. I'm an optimism. You know, if you guys watch my channel, I'm all in Tesla stock. You have to be an optimist if you're all in one stock. You just have to be optimistic. There's no point of being bearish on a company when you're all in. You know what I mean? You can't be all in on a company and be bearish. You know what I mean? So I have to be an optimism. I guess there's some bias to it too, but I like data. I love data, and that's what pushes my investment, my thesis forward. Energy. Shout out to Roland here. Tesla deployed 6.9 gigawatts of hour of energy storage in Q3 of 2024. Yes, less than Q2's, but however though, again, same story with the vehicles. It's the highest it's ever been in Q3. Look at the red bar. Look at the red bar. Look, it's massive. You can't ignore that. It's lumpy. Yes, we don't know what's going to happen every quarter, but it's on a trajectory up. That's all that matters. It's to the right and up, or to the left and up. No, to the right and up. You know what I mean? It's to the right and up. And it keeps getting bigger and bigger. That's all that flipping matters. So overall, this Q3, when you look at it as a long-term investor, is actually a pretty good quarter. And the fact that Tesla is still beating BYD just should speak volumes to you that, wow, you know what, it's not, you know, the auto sector is very suffering. They're suffering right now. It's just mind-boggling to me that Tesla is still beating BYD. And the other competitions can't get it. They're trying their best, but they can't. But Tesla's out here just taking everybody. It's insane to me. The last point about Tesla Energy here is that 6.9 gigawatts of energy storage, that's about $2.2 billion in revenue and about $540 million in gross profits, which is not bad. And this is, again, on a growing trajectory. Man, I can't wait until Tesla shows their FSD software revenue and profits. That's where I'm going to get excited, because that's the reason why I'm going all in Tesla stocks, because of that reason. So I can't wait to see the margins. And exactly a week from today, it's going to be the Robotaxi event. And I'll make a separate video on that, because I have my own thoughts and my own predictions close to that date. So not right now, but things are getting very spicy with Tesla. And I wouldn't be shorting this company right now. But anyways, based on Q3 deliveries, I don't think Q3 earnings are going to be as strong as we thought. It's definitely going to be better than Q2's in terms of EPS. But it's not that quarter that we're all going to go like, whoa, that was a very strong beat. I don't think it's going to be this quarter. Unless they surprise us with, hey, now we're going to slap on, we're going to show you guys software. We're going to, recognize our software revenue and profits. Then probably things will be more spicy. But I don't think Q3 is going to be that quarter. But to sum up this whole video and this whole Q3, Tesla missed expectations again. Batman slaps him across the face. All-time high Q3 deliveries. That's all you need to know as a long-term investment. That's it. That's all you need to know. I mean, if it was less than Q2's, that would be concerning. Very concerning. But Tesla's delivering, man. They're delivering. And they're doing it profitably. Like, they're not in debt. They're not in a position where they're out of cash. Like, they have 26 billion in cash, and they're profitable, and they're gonna be they're gonna have free of cash flow again in Q3 as well. I mean, this is not Rivian. You know what I mean? This is not Lucid. This is a company that's actually generating money. That's what it is, and that's a fact. That's a fact. And with all the facts, I went through this whole video. So that's a sheesh moment. So again, if you think that Tesla's Q3 deliveries were bad, think again. In the grand scheme of things, none of this will matter. But when you look at today and you look back, quarters and years, it's a record. It's a flippant. You should be happy about this. It's a flippant record. Yeah, it's not 482,000 what I expect it to be. I mean, if this happened, it's a party time. But that didn't happen. But we're still, it's a record. It's an absolute record. And that's all that matters in this environment. In 2, 3 years, 4 years time, none of this will matter. Numbers are going to be so much higher. There's going to be other parts of the company that's coming in, the revenue and profits this part's not even going to matter. That's all I'm going to say. If anything, it'll help the other part of the business grow. More cars on the road, or more robots on wheels on the road, more FSD, you know what I mean? Robotaxi, you know what I mean? Right? This is Tesla, not cars. Full self-driving robotaxi and all that. It's a whole ecosystem, man. It's a whole flipping ecosystem. So don't think this Q3 was bad. Think again, reflect. Could have been better, of course. I mean, all quarters could be better. But again, you can't beat a record. It's a record. Anyways, 10/10's coming up, and there's some predictions going around, and there's so many things going around. And here's me and Zen are talking about what's going on, what we think. And this was a month or two ago that we spoke about it. We spoke together. So check it out to get some ideas, what we think. Comment down below what you think as well. Subscribe. Get your Bought the Dip t-shirt. And I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.